All right, what do we got?
Liam, down 14-0. What did the team show you in terms of overcoming adversity, and where does this one hold a spot for you in terms of just its thrilling nature?
Yeah, really, that's the theme, I think, and that was what we talked about as a team. Although we would like to make things very interesting, and it wasn't perfect by any means, but the resiliency is really what I think this team has and has continued to show. There was really no flinch or blink when you're down 14-0. I think early on we might have had a little bit of bright eyes and in a kind of big game that you can understand a little bit in some ways, but got down early, made an effort to come back. The guys stuck with it. Halftime, Devin Lloyd shows up again with a huge play. Really took all three phases. I thought all three phases really impacted the game. A ton of stuff to correct, but the toughness and resiliency is really something I'm proud of.
What was going through your head on that last touchdown?
Throw it away. No, I mean, cause when he got stepped on and he's coming out of it, and you're like, oh my gosh, throw it away so we could have another down. What an individual effort. I mean, obviously, tough moment where I can only imagine where he was at in that moment on the ground, but to get up, break 3 tackles or whatever it was, 2 tackles, and shed some dude off and go running in the end. I mean, that's an unbelievable individual effort. Yeah, we'd love it to be cleaner and just make it a nice executed play, but at the end of the day, it's about winning, and I'm proud of the toughness that he showed at the end of that game.
And just last one, you mentioned Devin. Just what has he meant to this defense over the last, however many games?
A playmaker. A guy that has just gotten better and better every day, and he's put it on tape through training camp. He's put it on tape throughout the season. Really proud of Devin as a competitor, as a leader. He's somebody that is walking around the facility, with a chin up and really confident right now for a reason. He popped out. I mean, that was one of our zero blitzes that he was one of the guys that shows to get the O-line to kind of squeeze, and then he pops out to the passing strength over there and just had another unbelievable play in a critical moment for us. Really proud of Devin.
Hey, Liam, what did tonight show you about Trevor that maybe you didn't know or weren't sure about?
Yeah, I've known the competitor in terms of being with him for a short time, and then obviously going back to some of the games where he's made comebacks and have a lot of respect for that. But to see him tonight use his legs the way he did, take some shots while he was running, make a critical throw to BT down the sideline to put us in a position, made a huge throw to Diami on the left sideline to again put us inside, I think, the 10-yard line. So, it's a goofy finish, but what a tough moment for him to be able to say, like, he wasn't gonna lose. And that's kind of really what it comes down to. He wasn't going to lose, and he made an unbelievable individual effort that hopefully can continue to springboard us.
Does a win like this over the Chiefs tell the rest of the league you guys are legit, or are you worried about putting too much on?
Yeah, we won today. Tonight it's a huge moment for our team, our organization. We have yet to play clean for 60 minutes. Not that you always play 100% clean, but we did cut down on some of the penalties. We still had a few operational issues that frustrates you. But I do think we did play a little cleaner at times tonight. Wasn't perfect, as we'll know. We got to go clean up a lot from the tape to go and be ready on a short week especially. So I think this week will kind of show us a little bit more about where we're at, but huge win for us, especially with the 1-score game thing, right? That team has historically won the majority of their 1-score games, something that obviously was a struggle for this team last year, and proud of the guys.
Hey, you mentioned the wide eyes right out of the gate. Do you think that was just a little bit too much of thinking about the moment and maybe the opponent?
These guys, they were just juiced.
Really?
Like, you should have heard our locker room pregame. I mean, it was mental. I didn't really have to go in and say anything before the game. Foye did that for me. They were very juiced. I think it was a little bit more to do with maybe over excitement, over enthused for the moment, rather than looking around scared. I don't feel like it was that by any means. I think we were maybe just had a little bit too much juice going, and you saw us miss more tackles than we had in weeks past. That speaks to guys just a little bit out of control.
Hey Liam, two more on Trevor. The throw to Thomas, the old quarterback in you. How high level was that?
That's a high level throw. That was a double move, kind of an under pump to BT. We put him to the field, put the formation in the boundary, motion across so he could kind of see the coverage, gave us single high safety. Trevor did a great job holding the post middle with his eyes and laid a dime in there. I mean, over the shoulder, exactly where that ball needs to be. It's him or nobody in that moment. Really big moment for Trevor and for our offense. Something obviously we hadn't shown the ability to be extremely explosive through the pass thus far. I did think we took some steps in some ways, but the throw to him, the throw to Diami, I didn't think he was nothing but cool in that last drive. I'll say that.
Yeah, just to follow up to that,
Yeah.
did you have to cheer? Did you sort of have to pick him up on all that first half when he crosses the line of scrimmage and has a turnover?
No, look, sometimes it goes your way. I mean, I think the sneak, obviously, that's something that's a learning moment for us because we had the kind of the tush push going, and you don't really want to go over the top when you got somebody pushing you there. That's a good learning moment for us. But I didn't ever really see a worry in him. I actually saw a fiery competitor throughout the day, honestly, on the sidelines. I saw a guy that was kind of pissed off at times for some of the things that went down, the way they went down. There was no blaming, there was no pointing the fingers. I just thought that he stepped up in a critical moment at the end of the game there.
Coach, what does Monday night mean to you? And did you watch a lot of Monday Night Football growing up? And who are some of your favorite commentators over the years?
Yeah, I remember the Brett Favre game specifically as one that always sticks in my mind. I think it was the one right after his father passed away. It was Monday Night Football where he throws that one on the sideline that somehow gets caught. And I grew up watching Monday Night Football, NFL, obviously my entire life, and have been fortunate enough to coach on Monday night a few times, but had not won in a while on Monday Night Football. So, last year we played this same team in Tampa last year, on a primetime game, didn't come out with the win. And so to have this moment personally is phenomenal, but I'm really proud of this coaching staff and these players.
John and then Rick. Go ahead.
Brian, obviously that big catch at the end, drawing the penalty in the end zone, coming back for the ball. I mean, what can you just say about him, his resiliency?
Yeah, he was locked in all day. He made a couple of plays early, and then we just didn't really have a rhythm to keep getting those guys touches. I thought a bunch of guys made a play, though. If you look at that whole crew, I mean, BT specifically making that play at the end of the game, drawing the penalty in the end zone, huge. Made a big one for us earlier. Travis Hunter makes plays. Parker Washington scores a touchdown. Diami makes a catch. So that whole group did make plays in this game to help us go win. Now it's about taking the next step as a receiving core and a quarterback and the pass game in general to go take some confidence from this and keep building.
We'll wrap it up here, Rick.
Liam, passing offense, Brent went down, but I guess season high, 7 for 9 to Hunter and to Thomas Jr. for 144 yards.
Yeah.
Yet you're down 14-0, you didn't panic, 26 pass attempts, 25 rushing attempts. Just your overall thoughts on this offense?
Yeah, everything we do is to try to stay balanced. Now, sometimes the run, versus the pass, it starts going in different directions for different reasons, but we did try to stay the course. They did a nice job stopping some of our mid zones, and so we tried to get the ball in the perimeter a little bit. Ended up getting over 100 in the game rushing, which was a benefit. We did need to keep running the football, but our O-line has continued to protect at a high level. They've continued to be able to allow us to run the football when we need to. Trevor obviously helped us out big time with using his legs. So I think although not perfect, again, the offense, I'm proud of the red zone and the third downs. We had the one red zone obviously over the top, but we would have been 4 for 4, and then we were our best, I think, this year on third down, which was something we really wanted to emphasize going into this game.
Okay, thanks, Coach.